Let's review the fixed to rent strategy. With the fixed to rent strategy, what we're trying to do is find a very specific type of property. It has to be able to cash flow and it has to have equity in it after we do the repairs. So basically, you're looking for a fixer-upper property that can work as a rental. After the rehab, we want to make sure that there is at least 25% equity in the property. That's because we're going to do a rental loan, and that rental loan is going to allow us to take cash out if you have at least 25% equity in the property. So keep that in your mind, as it's just going to drive everything we do in looking at properties. With a fixed to rent, we're going to avoid selling costs in the short term. So we don't have to worry about real estate commissions and any other selling costs when doing our numbers. In doing the analysis, what I want you to think about is that it's basically having two loans. The first loan is going to function as a regular hard money loan. So plan on having a 80% hard money loan and you're putting in your own 20% into the deal. That will pay for the purchase and the rehab. As long as you have 25% equity in the loan, then you should be able to do a second loan, which is a refinance into a long-term rental loan. The timing is important because what you're going to do is you're going to get the hard money loan and then you're going to start to do the rehab, and you're going to match the rehab to the level that you need in order to rent the property. So pay attention to the cost of the appliances, flooring, and finishes you will need for a rental. Decide what the kitchen and bath are going to look like, so you know how much money you are going to have to put into the property. Just make sure that the property cash flows and that you have equity when you are done. After you've completed the rehab, you put it up for rent and you get a tenant in it. Once you have a paying tenant that's been in the property 3 to 6 months, then you can start looking at the refinance. Different loan companies are going to have their own requirements, but you want to be able to show them that you have a paying tenant and that you have positive cash flow. Some lenders have a loan option that is a fixed to rent loan that is really customized for this process and can make the lending process easier for you. As always, do your own due diligence to make sure these loans are available, as market and lending conditions can change. With the new loan, you're going to pay off the comparatively expensive hard money loan and turn it into a 30-year rental loan. With the equity you have in the property, you will be able to take back the 20% that you personally put into the property. That way there isn't any trapped equity in the property. The good news is that basically you have a rental property with zero of your own money in it. You probably had to work really hard to find this rental property, but now you have a cash-flowing property. With the freed-up equity, you're ready to do the next deal. Don't forget, you still have all the risks associated with a rental property. Not every tenant pays on time and takes care of the property. Property damage can be costly. The fixed-to-rent strategy is quite a powerful strategy in that you can really build up your net worth while managing your cash very effectively. You really have to pay attention to what properties this will work with. Remember, if the property won't work as a rental, then you can still use the wholesale or fix and flip strategies to profit going forward.